just wanted to talk about a quick update on things with church stuff. And my husband and I went to, after we dropped off the kids to the Catholic school, we went to go drop off our paperwork for the baptism to our parish. And we found out that all the other parents that we had taken the baptism class with decided to just not attend for this baptism. They were all crossed out on the calendar. So we ended up being the only family that will be baptized this weekend. I thought that was like a blessing in disguise, like a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing being that we'll be the only family that would be baptized that weekend. So we won't have that shared sense of community. But then the good thing about being the only family being baptized is that it will be more of a private, more intimate event. And also the other plus side was my spiritual director will actually be the one who will be baptizing my children. And then the parish secretary and one of the religious sisters that we've been seeing a lot on the parish even mentioned that my spiritual director doesn't do baptisms very often anymore, so it's actually extremely lucky that we have him as our priest. So really excited for that. What I did want to talk about today is I wanted to talk about modest dress, modesty, and modest fashion. So now that the weather is warming up, I'm noticing that I'm starting to gravitate towards more of my brighter colored dresses, my pink dresses, and lighter fabric dresses. So I'm really excited for a switch in my color palette and wardrobe. And the main reason I wanted to bring this up is because I think this is a subject that I want to have more videos about modesty, especially with respect to Catholicism, Marian modesty, and how modest dress fits into our society today, especially and then also like what I actually wear as in my work, which I'm a software engineer, so my type of dress and clothing isn't what you would normally think of a software engineer would wear, because most of the time they're pretty, at least here in the Bay Area, they're pretty casual, like really comfortable clothing, or wear jeans and shirt. Whereas I like to dress more feminine and like to go all out in midi or maxi dresses and skirts. So I thought that this would be a nice way to bring up to start that conversation with you. So this is something that I really enjoy talking about, and I also find it a really good challenge to have, especially considering how fashion is these days and the types of clothing that are available to us in stores makes it a little bit difficult to fit into the idea of Marian modesty or Catholic modesty, Christian modesty, just modest dress in general. And what you'll see me wearing today is a dress that I picked up. I found this off of Poshmark, and I had picked it up like while I was still about a year after postpartum, and it ended up being a little bit too small. So now that I'm almost 2 years postpartum, I'm actually kind of celebrating. But anyway, this dress that I'm wearing right now is, I believe it's from OPT, which is from Anthropology. And as you can see, I still have a little bit of a baby tummy, but yeah, which is causing a problem with one of the buttons here, so it's kind of peeking there. But to fix that, I decided to add this dress definitely is a little bit of a low cut, too low of a cut for what I would consider being modest. So you definitely need to wear like an underdress or an underskirt. So this is a silk underdress from Banana Republic, and it was really, I got really lucky with finding it because they had a lot of silk underdresses silk slip dresses, not underdresses. They're silk slip dresses, but they were all made out of silk, like pure silk, and they were like on sale for like $20 to $30, and eventually went down to like $18. But yeah, sometimes you can find like really good things from Banana Republic that are modest or nice quality, and those are the things that I like to search out for, especially if there are any deals. But yeah, in terms of Marian modesty, like one rule of thumb that you can think of is what would you wear to mass? And traditionally, in the modest sense of what we would be allowed to wear at mass is having our shoulders covered, and a modestly length dress, which is usually past the knee length, so a little bit below the knees and longer. So, but yeah, usually, even in the Vatican, it was you had to have your shoulders covered at the bare minimum. But when you start going into like more traditional Catholic churches and stuff, a lot of times most women will be wearing knee length or longer dresses. And for me, my dresses have gotten longer and longer throughout the years, so the more I wear them. But I found that my happiest medium is like a midi dress that's around mid calf length, because anything longer than that starts to get difficult to walk in. Like, I have a more maxi size dress that I picked up from Zara, which was full cotton, and I love it and it's super comfortable. But when I go downstairs or when I kneel or when I crouch down, it drags horribly. And sometimes it even, like, some of my dresses end up like catching in the heel of my flats, and that's when it starts to become a little bit too impractical. So yeah, those are just like some thoughts that I have in terms of modest dress and making them fit in like my everyday life so far. But yeah, next time I have more another video, I'm thinking of going over like clothes that I'm planning on donating and spring cleaning, and then I can do some try-ons or demonstrate like how those look, and also critique whether they fit within the ideals of modesty or not. So I look forward to it, and thanks for watching. Please pray for me, and I'll pray for you. Have a blessed day. Bye.